Hey, Tommy, how you going? Just having a bit of a play around tonight. Haven't actually been on the lathe for a while. So, and Jay keeps giving me a hard time about not having been on the lathe for a while. So, have a little job. I've got a little fireplace ash shovel, and that was the handle. So I just thought there's something to do tonight. I'll just have a little play around and make a new handle. Yeah, it's been a bit. We're coming into autumny winter here. It's been a bit chilly. So daylight savings finishes tomorrow night here, so we'll be back on track to be able to get in and watch some of the English turners lives at a semi-reasonable time for us, which brings it back to about 9:30 p.m. Hey, Robbo.
Hey. Oh, not too bad yourself.
Yeah, not too bad even. Just having a little bit of a play around.
Yeah.
Jay keeps dropping hints I should get out in the shed and back on the lathe, so I thought I'd come out and have a little play.
Good evening, Mrs. Twig.
God, it's the mother-in-law from hell.
No, somebody's got to keep you in line.
Yeah. She tries. I'll give her that. She tries. Where the hell did I put that?
G'day, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, how you going? So, in case that nobody picked it up, Barbara is Shirley's mum. She must be bored tonight. Don't tell her, but this is hers. She's cold-blooded. We're still nearly in summer and she's had the fire lit.
Well, I must admit I've had the heater going today.
Don't you bloody encourage her, Robbo.
Now, see, if you'd done that between centres, which is the right way to do it, you could lift it in and out of the lathe without having to stop it to check how it's going for size.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I could, but I didn't. I could go back between centres. There's no real reason I couldn't.
Everybody seems to think that things have to be held in chucks these days. And Chris says he should be getting warmer, but it's snowing it was snowing this morning.
Yeah. Was that Adam I saw on Facebook with snow? How you been anyway, Robbo?
As well as could be expected considering the conditions.
That sounds fair. So, are you going to Ararat?
Yeah. Well, at the moment I'm intending to, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I knew that'd happen. That's what happens when you work with shitty pine, isn't it? You get cracks. Yeah, I don't know that I'll get there, but Joe and I were talking about trying to come over again sometime end of April, early May, so we might aim on the weekend after Ararat, if that works for you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We'll...
You know, it never worries me.
No, I don't think it'll worry you too much, but, you know, you sort of like to make sure someone's okay with it first, so that's just a bit of shitty pallet pine and that's split, so... That's a bit of shitty pallet pine too. Got to have something better than that somewhere around here.
I got a pallet full out the back that's got some ripper handles in it.
Yeah. You just keep your eyes off that. It'll fit quite nicely in the back of my car, I reckon. Got a few bits of oak floating around that I'm trying to find a piece of. Oh, here we go. That might work. All right. I'll make you happy, Robbo.
You make me happier if you took the chuck off.
Bloody hell.
I know. I'm fussy. Well, see, the chuck being there limits the fact that you can't get over the end of the thing anyway, without destroying a chisel, that is.
Where the bloody is that called?
I'll give in, it's not over here.
No, you haven't got it. So I normally keep a Phillips screwdriver for this chuck because it's got the got that key, so it's just to sit between the jaws. And I've obviously used it for something and put it somewhere, so as you do.
Right, now put your finger in there and clean it out. Good lad.
I knew that. I actually knew that. I can actually say I know because I did it before you said it.
I said it at the same time, actually. So.
Well, no, because of the lag, you see.
Yeah, that actually, Chris, I can understand. Chris says if you need to drill the end, that's one thing, but for just a handle, I like centres.
Yeah.
But the other problem is too that I prefer to drill everything before I even put it in the lathe. That way, at least I know it's straight then. Yes, the one in your right hand.
That one.
Oh, give us a look at the end of it, and I'll tell you. Yeah, that one.
Well, that's
the one the opposite of that one. Yeah, that's the better one. That's a wood fast one.
yeah. The end actually comes out of that. Look at that. I just found what I was looking for before.
Longer tool rest.
Yeah. I knew I had it somewhere.
Is Jay in the background there?
He is too. Sorry, Jay. He's muted himself too, so he can't talk.
Yeah. Amber's watching the telly, so
I'll tell her to stop. This is more entertaining than the telly. You've been on at me for weeks to do this.
what do you got on there?
It's a bit of oak. I started with a bit of pine.
Yep.
And that wasn't up to it.
How you going, Robbo?
Oh, good.
Say again?
Good.
Good.
Jay wanted to know how it was.
Oh, that smells nice.
I don't mind the smell of oak, actually.
Just that same stuff I gave you, Jay. I think I gave you a couple of pieces of square pieces of that pallet oak.
Yep. Bit hard to see on this little tablet screen. It's like...
Yep.
Now, if you're making a taper, Sid,
Yep.
measure the depth, measure the size at the top first, at the widest part. If you're going to use calipers,
Right. Reason being?
well, you can size it down from there first, and you
Okay,
know you're
yep.
not going to make it too small. Whereas if you try sizing the small end, it's very hard to get it right.
Okay, fair call. Yep.
And then what you
Makes
do
sense.
after you start doing that is start putting a taper on it towards the tailstock. And every
Yep.
now and again, just check how the taper's going. Right, now take the whole thing down to that depth. Oops, you've just gone fuzzy.
He's all right for me.
No, it's just cleared up now. It's just gone fuzzy again now. I think it's the camera shaking every now and again.
Could be.
I don't notice it.
Could be.
What's being made?
Handle.
A new one of these.
Okay.
In slightly better condition, I hope.
Where'd I put the bloody shovel down?
I don't know. What, you roughing gouge?
No. The shovel I'm making the handle for.
I have no idea.
God, I'm
It's
losing
behind
it.
you.
You're right, it was. You were absolutely spot on, Jay.
Well, you turned around when you took it away from the camera. No. Oh, look at that. Oh. Is that from? Did you break it from digging your garden?
No, it's actually the mother-in-law broke it.
Oh.
Now start right at the tailstock end, Sid, and take cuts to bring it down into a taper. Don't try and start the taper right up near the top.
It's actually one that the Minister for War and Finance was using to clean out some barrel pots.
Oh yeah. How you going, Tommy? How you going, Chris? How you going, Barbara?
Right, now, if you put
You're
it in
cutting in
there,
and
wait
out a
on,
fair bit
wait on
there,
before,
Robbo.
before you put it in there, just give it a twist. Hello, he's gone.
Yeah, I was about to say I've got the white circle of death.
It's happened a couple of times before when he was talking there a minute ago, with me anyway.
Yeah.
Oops.
Wow, I'm really glad that happened.
Mm.
See how still Robbo can stand? Look at that. Look.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben Stiller.
I'm a mannequin.
Did you hear what she said?
No.
Ben Stiller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to have your vaccine cards for any shops in Melbourne at the moment.
Oh, don't tell her that.
But you do need them if you go to restaurants or cafes or anything.
Yeah.
Or live shows.
Okay. So you won't see her much when she's there, when she's over there.
No, well.
And all these plans of keeping her busy, making her clean up and everything. All right.
Well, I'm back. What were you saying, Robbo? I heard.
Yeah, right. No. What you do is when you put it into the shovel now, is give it a twist. So as it leaves a shiny spot on it, and then you just keep working. Yeah.
Yep.
And you just keep working that shiny spot off.
Cool. That's what you were saying is what I did.
Right. But I find that most people, if they start trying to do a taper right from the top, they actually make a long cove instead of a nice straight taper or a long bead, one or the other.
Okay. Yep.
And it really doesn't take much to make a taper once you get used to it.
Busy at the shop today, Sid?
Not nuts, but steady enough.
Yeah.
Have you got that on full speed, have you, Sid?
Probably 3/4.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to sharpen the tool.
I was just about to say the same thing, Jay.
Sorry, say again.
Well, Jay and I reckon that you probably need to sharpen that tool a little bit. Starting to fit?
Yep. It is. It's actually a little bit like the post hole shovel, Robbo. It's got that little bend in the toe.
Yep.
Check that out for a shiny gum nut.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to see, Jay, being on the...
It's just a gum nut that I put some copper leafing into.
Oh, yeah.
I do have to watch you live from today, Jay, just to see how much swearing there actually was in it.
Whoops. Might delete that one, eh?
Now,
be
That's
fair-
right.
Huh?
Oh, g'day, Dara. How are you?
Hey, Dara.
Hello, Dara. Yeah, I wouldn't advise you go and watch that Robbo either, eh? To be quite honest. Today's live. I said at the start this is probably going to piss me off. I got about 10 minutes into it and
It did.
It did, yeah. Yeah, boy.
And Dara's getting ready for work.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a good fit now, is it, Sid?
Yep,
Right.
it is.
Skew chisel.
Hey,
Teacup.
thanks, Rob. I just had a total brain fade. I thought, what am I reaching for?
I could see that.
I said,
Yeah, don't make it too skinny up there. Don't just, all you really need to do is just put a very long, shallow cove in there from where the thingo is to the up to the top there.
Is there anyone else doing a live soon?
Probably another half an hour there will be.
I'm going to assume that just went over your head. I meant out of the three in this little section here, you know. Huh?
No, I'm waiting for Neil to finish using the lathe actually, and then I might turn a big bowl just for the hell of it.
What wood?
Oak.
Japanese cedar.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Nice.
It's got a few rotten patches in it, so.
You better keep the offcuts when you make your bowl blank. Just keep the offcuts aside. Don't put them in the fire, demon.
We got wheelbarrows full of offcuts.
Woohoo! Oops, sorry, Sid.
as long as it fits in after I've got my pallet load in, Jay, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the pallet of not the pallet of pen blanks, but the pallet of handles.
Yeah.
I bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll probably do that live, Chris. Yeah, it'll probably be spread over a couple of days, actually. Just depends on how I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah. I think my chat's having a bit of a. I keep saying there's new ones. I keep looking and there isn't any new ones.
Now, I wouldn't sand that any more than 120, Sid.
That's what that is, Robbo.
Because
I just wanted to rough it up. It was too shiny to take a bit of oil, so I just wanted to rough it up a little bit.
yeah, I wouldn't even bother putting any oil or anything on it. Your hands do the best job on oak going.
Okay.
Like all the oak handles on my chisels look fantastic. And I've never had oil or anything on them. Just patina, that's all. My sweat and blood.
The blood part, yeah.
I'm just thinking whether this one's going to be used outside or only inside. Because if Shirley gets a hand on it, it'll be outside.
Should have put your hand behind that, Sid.
Well, it was a little bit further advanced than I thought it was.
Well, I could see that.
I was just about to move my hand and put it behind there, and it came off.
Yeah.
But I do have an assistance tool. This is a very important lathe tool. This one too.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of them.
I still rely on gravity in my knees, unfortunately.
Yeah, mine. It's all right. I can get down there, but I can't get up unless I've got something to hang on to.
Yep, the lathe.
And the other day, I had to get down on my knees near the car, and there was nothing I could get a grip on to get the leverage. I had to walk around on my knees. I looked like a bloody cripple till I could get round to the bumper bar and hook my fingers into that. Perfecto. Like I bought one.
No, better than I bought one.
Yeah, well,
Pretty sure
true.
the bought one was only pine. That's pretty light.
Yeah. Now, has that got a hole or anything for a nail, or?
No, it's actually got little crimps in there. I'll just put it in the vise and crimp it up a little bit. Or either that or I'll drill a hole in it and put a little screw in it, one or the other.
I'd just get a centre punch and punch the holes down a bit further.
Yeah, because it's only like an ash shovel for a fire. That's all it's designed to do. So it doesn't really. Shirley uses it for emptying the wine barrel pots out when she's changing the potting mix over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally hickory. Barley. In America, anyway. Straight grained hardwoods they like using in axe handles and pick handles and things.
That's actually come up pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that for a quick little live.
Yeah.
So, how long have I been running for?
32 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Right. It's been a bit nippy over here the last couple of days. I think you said it was a bit cold that way too, Robbo.
Yeah. Well, I've just turned the heater off actually because the office is starting to get a bit warm now. But
I don't listen to Jay because he just whinges a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't got a heater on, so
It's either too hot or it's too cold. He's down in the shed complaining it's too hot, or he's down in the shed complaining it's too cold.
Yeah. Starting to sound like a bloody pom.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Sunday night we're back to 9:30. Well, 10 o'clock for you, Robbo.
Yeah, 10 o'clock for me, which would be good.
Yeah,
but the late night ones then will disappear.
They're evening ones.
We'll be getting the lunchtime ones.
I've been able to do the evening ones anyway because I'm normally gone by then. So
yeah, well, I get up too late.
Yeah. So I've been having a bit of a, as you may have noticed if you're watching the channel at all, I've been having a bit of a play in the veggie garden. So I've got self-sufficiency now.
I did notice that. I'll be starting to worry when I see the weaving looms and the sheep and Sean forget the wool.
Yeah, no, me and sheep don't get along. Sheep are too hard to manage. I've got 3 cows.
Oh, good day, Amy. And
hey,
Mole Belly.
How you going? Oh, that's Mike, isn't it? Mole Belly?
How you going, Amy?
Mike? Rob, I'm trying to think now.
Dave.
How you going, Dave?
Dave.
Right, well, I was close.
Mike is the crazy aardvark.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of Mikes, isn't there?
Yeah.
How are you, Dave?
I've noticed you've been getting into the veggie garden. No.
Yeah.
No, sheep don't worry me. Cows don't worry me. Bulls don't worry me. But horses, I'm absolutely terrified of.
I'm okay with horses when I'm on the ground and they're on the ground. I don't want to get on the back of one.
No, that was my problem. I got thrown off one when I'm 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, good day, Mike. Like I said,
Mike,
the crazy aardvark.
We must have said his name 3 times, did we?
I don't know. I reckon he was just sitting
There you
on
go,
the
Mike.
You've been a tree person, you reckon?
Yep.
So here we go. A little spot challenge for the chat. Does anybody want to have a wild stab? It's a hat. It's a Gonks hat.
Oh.
But what sort of wood?
Oh. No
and
idea.
It's not you.
Is it walnut?
No. I only had one piece of it that was that big.
It looks like it could almost be. Was it soft to turn?
I know what it is, so that's not sassafras. It was very soft to turn.
Oh yeah, right.
It's beautiful to turn.
Yeah.
I can't think of his John the Pommy turner Robbo who does all the really intricate turnings who comes down to Kingston.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the anal one.
Yeah, he's got the little lump, and he does ultra thin bowls and all that sort of thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah. He doesn't live on this planet.
Hey, Radar.
How you going? How you going, Anthony?
No, Amy, it's not tea tree. It's lucerne tree, and that the pith in the centre of it is almost black when it's green. It's mellowed a bit and gone a bit lighter now, but
Oh, yeah.
Amy was half right though. Amy was half right. It's a tree.
A tea tree. It's a tree. Yeah, Trius woodus.
Yeah, good day, Radar. Sorry,
Chris, what's a pom?
What's a pom?
A pom is
That's
an
all the English. Everyone in England, Chris.
It's a pom.
Everyone, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
We've got a few names for the Americans as well, but
Same as Yank is American.
Yank.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my next gonk.
Oh, right.
So I'm trying to decide what colour beard I'm going to put on it.
That was a very posh way of putting it, Amy. An Aussie word for an English person. But only from England, not Scotland, Wales, or Ireland. Just
Scots,
England.
the Welsh, and the Irish are fine. It's just the English.
Yeah, they're bombs.
Yeah. So
The Irish are awesome.
I can be called a pom because my dad is one of them.
Yeah, my dad's a pom, or was a pom.
Jesus, Mike, I'd argue against that. Like, I know of no country in the world where you can travel 10 miles and get 5 different dialects that can't talk to one another.
I don't know. The eastern states seem to spell and say things a bit different to us South Aussies, I tell you.
Actually, what Mike, what my dad used to say was, and you go from the south of England, and you go to the north, and they can't actually communicate because the accents are so broad in the north that you can't hear what they're saying. Dad always used to say the Scots spoke the most grammatically correct English of all of the UK. You just couldn't understand them because of the accent. Yeah, Amy, Dad was here he came over on his 24th birthday, and he was 90 when he died, so he was here for 66 years, and they were still calling him a pommy.
Yeah, well, you're never local unless your mother and father were born in a place.
Yep. Prisoner of Mother England.
Yeah, my dad was a 10-pound pom.
That's what they reckon.
So was mine, Joe.
Was you whinging bloody 10-pound pommy too?
I don't know. I could live next door to him and I wouldn't know it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now.
And if I did, I'd bash him.
Yeah. Oh, well, I might dawdle back inside. It's getting a bit cold out here, and I haven't got any gas for me heater yet. So,
oh, geez, that's not very
cold and rattly and carrying on. I'm getting soft in my old age.
You get one of those breather kits, right, and then have baked beans earlier on.
Righto. So I've achieved two things tonight. I've made a handle for the shovel, and I've got Jay off my back for a little while for not doing a live. I don't imagine it's for long, but it's for a little while. I've got a couple of other handles I need to make, so I just got to find some wood for them, or maybe cut some more oak. I've got a little where'd I put it? Might be over here. A little. Here it is.
Yeah, see you later, Amy.
See you, Amy. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Amy.
When I was digging up one of my raised beds,
I found that.
Little hoe. So that'll be
Oh,
quite handy
yeah,
for my,
ho.
just make a little handle for that.
Is that politically correct to still call it a hoe or what?
Yeah.
Depends how you spell it, Jay.
Right.
You don't want to know how I'm seeing it in my head. That's all.
I don't want to know how you're seeing anything in your head.
Yeah.
To be honest,
It's a bit hard to
I
work
reckon
out.
that'd be scary. So I probably need to put a collar on that when I put it together, Robbo, wouldn't I? I
Yeah,
reckon.
yeah. Put a ferrule on it. I know that sometimes they don't, but it does pay to put a ferrule on it.
So I just have to. So that's.
Oh man, where's this conversation going? You putting a ferrule on a hoe?
Well, you're leading it, Jay. So we'll just follow. How's that sound? Oh, look at that. That might.
Oh shit! What's going on, Robbo?
Oh,
Not a lot.
I was going to say I might have found something to be just the bee's knees, but I reckon the knots in the end might be a bit of an issue. Well, no, I might get away with that one.
No, they shouldn't be. That knot doesn't look like it goes right through at this end.
No, that one does. That one does. Well, that one probably goes in too far, but that one doesn't. So if I put the hoe
Well,
in.
it's only got to be basically as long as your hand anyway, really.
Yeah, we get it. So probably go in about yay and about that long, I reckon. Enough for me hand to.
Well, I'd put a handle on it about 5 foot long so I could stand up and do it.
Well,
Yeah, but my beds are 2 foot up, so I don't have to bend over. I've got raised beds,
that's right.
and I've got a couple of long handled ones. So that might be the next. I'll have to find something for a ferrule. I'll have plenty of something around here somewhere, but
just raid an old tool.
Just a bit of copper and tubing or something.
yeah, I know I've got some somewhere. I just got to think where it is. I want to be. What would I get away with? How small would I get away with that, Robbo? I'll have to drill.
Well, it looks like about 8 mil on the shaft, is it? 8 or 10 mil. So it only
it's probably more like 6 or 8 mil.
Yeah, right.
8 or 10,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'd just probably 15 to 20.
Yeah, it's probably just over 1/4 inch, I reckon.
Yeah. And it hasn't got much. It's not like a chisel that's got strain on the handle, like it's not leverage. It's
more
it's
only
pulling,
what you put in. Yeah. So, and it's got the little.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it'll have to be, you'll have to drill it at the right size of that, and then hammer it in.
I'll put the caliper on that, hammer it in, have the ferrule sitting up here,
and then have CA glue in it.
Yeah, I was going to ask that CA or epoxy or something in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't put epoxy in because epoxy's got a hydraulic out.
Oh, righto. Yep.
Whereas CA doesn't.
Yep. All righty.
Right.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And
no worries.
I'll knock it on the head.
All right. See you all later.
See you all.
Bye.